Now, live from the Blind Ninja Studios in Western Wisconsin, a show with no purpose, hosted by experts at drinking, and they're almost definitely wearing pants. It's time for the Department of Offense. Welcome to episode 187 of the Department of Offense. I'm your host, Casey. Joining me as always is Carlo.
Yeah, I'm here.
And Matt. Hey. And that's it, because Pete's not here, you motherfucker.
He really wanted to watch the Packers lose. That's what
lose atrociously. Like I looked it up. Like I heard Matt come in. I'm like, oh, I wonder if Matt's gonna be drunk or if he's gonna be kind of somber tonight. Because if it was a really good game, I imagine there'd be lots of beers being drank.
Oh yeah,
celebration.
I didn't even want to drink. I had 3 beers. It was depressing.
Yeah, it sounds like that's just a brutal score when your score is less than half.
Yep.
Just sad. Just hashtag sad.
Hashtag sad every day.
Sad. So, Carlos, what have you been up to this week?
nothing exciting really. I guess we recorded Soundwave this week.
Soundwave.
And since Matt came back from New York, our topic was New York, New York.
New York, New York.
Bands and songs about New York. It was pretty good. We had a good selection of songs, and we could have kept going because I didn't realize how many bands were actually from New York.
There's a lot from New York.
Yep, there are. No, it was a good show.
That's good.
Let's see. What did we do yesterday? We went to
45th.
45th for the tasting, and that was fun.
Yeah, then we went to John Barleycorn's.
Yeah.
I mean Barley John's.
Why'd you call it that?
Oh, Pete's dad calls it that.
Oh, okay.
And so it's just this running
Have
joke
fun
now.
at Barleycorns.
Yeah. The food was all right there. I mean,
I thought it was pretty good. Like I had a bratwurst. You can't really mess up with a bratwurst.
That's true. You can't really mess that up.
What did you have?
I had Cuban. I don't know.
Yeah, you never know.
It wasn't as good as like Patty Ryan's Cuban.
Yeah. Oh, and I also had some Swiss and bacon dip.
Yeah, that was good.
That was good. And then I had a bunch of beers, which were also very good.
Sounds like interesting options for a brew house.
Yeah, it was interesting.
Okay.
That's the right word. I don't know. There wasn't really anything bad except Carlos's bean dip. But
it needed a meat in there. Like you needed beans and
just
some
so
meat,
blah.
and then warm it up.
well, yeah, it was a cold dip, and we all had hot dips, and so he was sad.
I'd be sad too, Carlos.
But yeah, no, the beers were good. You only ended up having one though.
Yeah, I don't know. I just wasn't feeling
well. And when that one is an 11% double
Right,
IPA,
yeah.
that they give you an entire pint of for some reason.
Well, why wouldn't you drink an entire pint of it?
Because 11% double IPA.
Oh, it's 45th?
45th is a lot of fun. I really enjoyed that tour. And we brought Jake Tom with us. And he
can actually drink there?
Yeah, he had 4 cocktails before the tour began. Then another one after the tour.
Nice.
He was doing pretty good. He
Good.
was pretty sauced. He bought 2 bottles of a bottle of limoncello and a bottle of orangecello.
Nice.
Yeah, and the Bloody Marys that they mixed up there were good. Like they used some of their. Of
Don't they
course,
have like a
used their
Chipotle
stuff.
vodka? Or
The
something,
horseradish.
or Horseradish, yeah.
Horseradish vodka and then a dill aquavit.
And like that really worked really well together to make a good Bloody Mary.
Mm-hmm. And I had the old fashioned with the orangecello in it instead
Nice.
of muddling stuff.
There you go.
Very good.
I had old
Like 4
fashioned
of
too, and
those.
like that was good. I didn't have as many as Casey, having 4 old fashions.
Hey man, you got to do what you got to do.
Yeah,
Old fashions are so damn good.
They just go down so easy too.
They do.
Like booze juice. I love booze juice.
oh, I did not drink a whole lot. I guess I only had like a Bloody Mary and old fashioned. I think.
Yeah, I know. And then we kept the party going last night by just drinking more.
Yeah. Put some of the Games Done Quick stuff up from a couple weeks ago.
Yeah, stuff that we missed.
Nice.
Yeah, it was fun. Have you been up to anything else, Carlos?
Not really.
No, nothing.
Nothing exciting.
All right, Matt. What about you?
Nope, nothing.
God damn it! You guys are the worst.
Well, after being in New York, nothing really can compare to that after a week of not being on the air.
Yep. Now Matt's life sucks because
Yep.
he's not living in New York.
And the Packers lost.
The Packers lost.
It's just a work week, and now the parents are gone, so I got to take care of the dogs. So yeah, that's that.
Yeah. Yeah. Let's see. What did I do? Anything exciting this week? I don't think so. I fixed some old people's computer for them.
Oh,
Well, so it's not really fixing their computer. It's more, I go there and they're like, I think there's something wrong, but I don't know. So take a look at it. And there's nothing wrong with it.
yeah.
It's just slow because it's old.
Yes.
And they're like, make it faster. Well, I can't.
Yeah.
Now, how do I put my pictures on there?
Well, there's multiple ways, but
Well, here you connect your phone, you press the import button. There you
oh,
go.
okay. So you weren't trying to go from film to digital?
Oh God, no.
Do they not have grandkids to do this for them?
They do, and I loved this bit. We sat down, and I'm working on the thing, and he's like, "Oh yeah, you know, my son-in-law, he comes over here and he does stuff, but man, he's just always so busy. I don't want to bother him with it. So you'll bother me with it?
Yeah. Are these like family friends or something?
Yeah, old
Okay.
family friends.
See, that's why you should be set. You have to say like, look, I can't. I'm kind of busy. You have to do that more often. You got to turn them down.
No, I turned them down a lot. They called me today and I didn't answer. 10 minutes later, I got a text message. False alarm. We persisted a little bit and figured it out ourselves. Do that a little bit more often. It wouldn't be so bad if I didn't have to drive all the way out to Ellsworth.
Yeah.
And then, yeah.
Ellsworthless.
Ellsworth, man. It's a ways out. Common Man apparently started doing breakfast. Saw a picture of Rick down there eating his Common Man breakfast. So that's pretty exciting, I guess, if you're in
Why
Ellsworth.
can't he be here talking about his common man breakfast?
Because he's too busy taking pictures of his sad dad.
Oh, true.
I don't know. It's Rick, man. I got nothing. Let's see what else, man. I thought there was something else that happened the other day, but I can't remember now. Let's see. We had Mike on. Oh, Mike Facino bought a big piece of pitchfork. I don't know. That's supposed to be common knowledge, but it is now. Yeah. He sold his piece of patties, and now he's at Pitchfork, which is kind of cool.
Nothing else big happened this last week, right?
No, I don't think so. I think that's it.
That's it. That is it.
That is it.
What?
Yep. No, that's the only exciting things that have happened this week.
Yep.
Kind of a dull week, guys. All right.
Nothing else matters.
Yep. All right. So I guess we can dive into some beer.
Yeah.
That's a thing. Oh, I'm gonna get a taster glass.
Oh yeah, me too. Hey, look at there's 4 right in front of me.
Oh, hey, look at that. We'll just use those then. Thank you, Matthew.
Yeah, I really like how nothing else happened this week. It's
Yeah.
been really entertaining with nothing else.
With
happening.
nothing else happening,
Yeah.
and so we're just gonna keep going with nothing, else happened. All right. So we're going to be drinking a it's called Paradisiac from Fair State. It's a bottle that Pete left here, and so I was hoping he'd be.
Did you snap Pete it?
Nope, not yet.
I'm going to.
You should,
That's funny.
because he was supposed to be here. I told him we were gonna open it. All right. It's by Fair State Brewing in Minneapolis, Minnesota. It's an American wild ale coming in at 6.1% ABV. It's a blend of 2 different barrel fermented mixed culture beers with grapefruit, puree, and fresh hand squeezed lemon and orange juice. Bright, funky, and sour is what this beer is supposed to be.
Yeah, it has that funky sour smell to it.
Ooh, that does smell funky. It's got the funk.
It's not funky in a bad way either, so that's good.
That's a good one.
Ooh, that's a tart
I
one
took a
there.
video of you handing it off to me.
Yeah, this is. I like it has a good sourness to it. So
Anything else about it?
well, I've only had like 1 sip. Maybe I might need the rest of that bottle to double
Yeah.
check.
Yeah, take it.
Yeah,
Take
you
it.
but just dome it,
'Cause
man.
you know that I hate sours, so right?
Oh yeah.
Pete's gonna love that I'm trying this and he's not, because I hate sours.
Well, he could have responded to.
Ooh.
Yeah, it is an oofta.
That is an oofta there.
Yeah, it's an oofta.
It's nice, refreshing sour.
What is refreshing
it's not,
about that?
and to me,
Like a lemonade. Refreshing like a lemonade.
it's not too sour either. Like, at least I don't think so. It's not like
the first
puckering.
the first one was like the first initial hit of it, but the second calms down a little bit.
Yeah.
Matthew, what do you think?
Oh yeah. It's a sour.
No nuance or anything. there?
No.
It's tart.
I'll never understand how you guys are obsessed with sours.
Big. It smells like pineapple juice.
I grew up eating Atomic Warhead candies.
I did too, but I don't want to ever experience another Atomic Warhead. That's my problem.
Yeah, I can taste the lemon, but the grapefruit and the orange are kind of hidden. I'm not getting a whole lot of that.
Yeah, like maybe there's a little bit of grapefruit on like the back end, but besides that, it's kind of hard to.
It's good though.
Yeah, it's good.
Good sour.
Yeah, all those fruity flavors, they all kind of just blend into one.
Yeah, it's just very it's all like tart citrus.
Yeah.
And so it kind of just becomes a tart citrus.
Yeah, it's like you squeezed a lemon inside of an orange and a grapefruit all at once, and over a pineapple as you eat the pineapple.
Yeah, that's actually a really good, really good analogy. I
Hold
like
that one out of my ass.
You're a brilliant man, Matthew. There's a reason we keep you
Oh,
around.
good.
It's not just for your good looks.
Oh, jeez.
That's right, guys. You heard it here first. Matt's not
Ah,
just a pretty
shit.
face. Actually, I don't know if he's a pretty face,
Yeah.
but
And get this year's Blind Ninja Studios calendar 2017 to find out.
the sexy
That would be
poses.
so much. Oh, that'd be hilarious. We should do that. Not just me. Everybody.
No,
in that
we need
thing.
to do a topless BNS calendar. Maybe get like the one where we're carrying the fire hose.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah,
There you go. There you go.
Yeah.
And then you in front of your brewing supplies.
Yeah, just holding the mash paddle.
Yeah.
Ladies.
Just the mash paddle.
Carlos
There's
in
nothing
front of the
else
grill.
there.
Only wearing an apron. That's just a little too short.
We'll conveniently place a growler of beer where his ass is. Send us messages if you do want this.
Right?
thing.
Yeah. Taking
We found our
pre-orders
new way
now.
to make money. Oh shit. Yep. So yeah, what do you rate this beer, guys?
Yeah, Carlos, go ahead and rate this beer.
I really like it. It's a really solid sour. I'm actually gonna give it an 8, an 8.5.
Oh, I got some orange in that one.
I'll give her a 6.5.
I'll give her a 7. It's a good 7 right there. Actually, I'm going to bump it up half a point just because Pete's not here. So 7.5. Yeah, no, it's real good.
I haven't had a sour for a while.
Yeah,
It's nice to have a sour.
He hasn't even opened our snap yet. He's just ignoring.
oh, maybe he's crying.
Oh, he's gonna be so pissed when he opens that snap.
He's going to be so mad.
And now the Department of Defense presents news with Casey.
That's him.
That's me. Right there, guys. That's me. Sierra Nevada Brewing Company has announced a recall of certain 12-ounce bottles of its pale ales, IPAs, and other beers after detecting a packaging flaw that could cause a piece of glass to break off into the bottle. A statement Sunday said the recall applies to 8 different types of its craft beers purchased in 36 states across the Midwest, the South, and the East Coast of the United States. The recalled beers were packaged between December 5th, 2016 and January 13th, 2017. The recall was issued after quality inspections at the company's Mills River, North Carolina brewery detected a limited number of bottles made with a flaw that may cause a small piece of glass to break off and possibly fall into the bottle. So, if you have any Sierra Nevada in your fridge, just make sure that you check the bottling dates on those, and if it falls within that range, just double check the recall status there.
Interesting.
And yeah, we don't want you to die like drinking beer.
God, think about getting your insides sliced open by swallowing some glass.
Well, now I'm sad.
Well, I'm trying not to think of that.
You jackass. Jackass.
Carlos opening that bottle at that one.
Yeah, just
Divine
seeing finger meat
Yeah,
hanging on the.
Well, I think that maybe a little finger meat might add something to some
It
beers.
probably would.
That was a bottle of
It's
Old
your first
Rasputin,
venture
right?
into
Yeah,
cannibalism,
Old
right?
Yeah, he was trying it out.
Yep.
Didn't take.
No.
Thank God. Otherwise, he might try to eat me.
He forgot
He
that
gets
it's supposed to be
peckish.
somebody else's meat.
Yeah, he wasn't. Yeah, auto cannibalism.
Gotta
is not
start
good.
somewhere.
God, that's disgusting. Auto cannibalism.
If you ever need any motivation to clean up your house, then this is it. Jomel Panisa was tidying up his home in Logston, Oregon, while holed up during a snowstorm on Monday when he stumbled across a year-old winning lottery ticket, which turned out to be worth $1 million. He'd bought the Mega Millions ticket for the Oregon lottery from a mini-mart in Newport on January 15th, 2016, according to the state's lottery agency. But on returning home, he placed it inside an envelope in his home office and then totally forgot about it for almost 12 months. With the ticket set to expire just 8 days after its rediscovery, Panisa claimed his winnings on the same day.
I really wish you would have just completely forgotten and realized it later on.
Just,
after.
yeah!
That would be sad.
I would have been real, like, straight up depressed on that one. Like,
Lottery tickets, I guess I've only really ever bought in like maybe 6 or 7, like actual like Powerball lottery
Mhm.
tickets. So I do go check those because I know that I have them. But like, how do you just forget? Like,
oh, well, he probably, like, bought it and like, stuck it in the envelope.
But like, why would
And then
he?
just kind of went on with his day, like, just
I
assumed
mean,
that he
I
didn't
buy
win.
it the night of the lottery and just shove it in my pocket. Then I'll wake up the next morning and be like, oh no,
I don't know, man. Maybe people aren't as organized or disorganized as you.
okay.
I don't.
And that's not an excuse to clean my house.
You
'cause
might.
I know
You
I
might
don't
have it.
one of those
You're right.
laying
I don't. I know I don't either. Like that is straight up just not a thing that I have. It is one of those hiding somewhere.
Alternative facts. There you go. Next.
This thief is a real pizza work. A man in South Wales was caught on camera stealing 2 pizzas while dressed as a beer bottle. The saucy surveillance pic was taken New Year's Day at Papa John's Pizza in Barrie, South Wales. The unidentified pizza thief entered a staff-only area, grabbed 2 pies, and left without paying. Luckily, it doesn't look like he took any dough. It might seem easy to track down a giant Heineken bottle, but like a beer that's been open for 6 hours, the search seems to have gone flat. Authorities are hoping to nab the giant Heineken right in the bud by releasing a photo of the pizza thief. We all know a few beers often lead to a takeaway, but this brazen beverage seems to have forgotten to pay for his.
That was pretty good. It's gone flat.
I don't know if we could cram any more puns into that paragraph.
No, that was good. That was
See, on the one hand, that's like a good disguise if you're going to do a robbery. But on the other hand, if they just find the disguise at your place, they just have.
Yeah,
proof that you did
how
it.
many giant Heineken bottles can there be?
Yeah, I
can't
feel
be
like
that
that's
many.
something you could track down, like order wise.
The DMV has driven one man to do something extraordinary. On December 11th, Nick Stafford pushed 5 wheelbarrows full of loose coins into the Department of Motor Vehicles in Lebanon, Virginia. Stafford, who has been fighting with the DMV for months, decided to pay $2,987.14 in taxes on his car, with 298,745 pennies. The facility's automated coin counting machine couldn't handle the load, and employees were forced to count the 1,500 pounds of change by hand. Stafford said that he arrived at the DMV at 9 a.m. Wednesday, and the staff was not done counting pennies until early Thursday morning. The whole thing stemmed from a long-standing grudge against the department. You may ask, why go through all this trouble? Stafford wrote on his website. In 2016, I paid nearly $300,000 in just state and federal income tax, and I have zero tolerance for any government employee refusing to follow the laws of the Commonwealth. That's why. This guy sounds like a pompous ass. In September, Stafford tried to call his local DMV to ask what he calls a 30-second question about where to register his car and pay the sales tax, since he owns multiple houses in the area. I mean, this guy, I relate to all of these problems that he's having. Multiple houses, $300,000 in taxes. Jesus Christ.
What is his DMV fine?
It's just taxes on the car.
Oh, okay.
The phone number listed online put him on hold for over an hour. A direct line to the Lebanon DMV wasn't listed online, so he made a Freedom of Information Act request for the number, which he was given. When Stafford called, the person who answered told him he wasn't allowed to call that number and hung up on him. He called the same number repeatedly until he finally had his question answered. Yet, to prove a point, he called the number again and requested the private unlisted numbers of 9 other DMV offices in Virginia. The Lebanon DMV refused, so Stafford took them to court. Like, just if they were going to inconvenience me, then I was going to inconvenience them, he said. Stafford dropped $165 to file 3 lawsuits in Russell County General District Court. One lawsuit was against the Lebanon DMV itself, and the other 2 were against specific employees. On December 10th, the judge dismissed all the lawsuits when Stafford was provided all the phone numbers in court by a representative from the state's attorney general. Stafford has posted all these numbers on his website. I think the backbone to our republic and our democracy is open government and transparency in government, and it shocks me that a lot of people don't know the power of the Freedom of Information Act. Yet Stafford wasn't done. Less than 24 hours later, he collected hundreds of rolls of pennies to pay his taxes at the DMV. He then hired 11 people at $10 an hour to help him break open the rolled coins. It took them 4 hours to do this, costing Stafford $440. He then bought the 5 wheelbarrows, which cost him another $400. All in all, Stafford spent $1,005 to get 10 phone numbers and drop off a bunch of pennies.
Jesus.
Not to mention the $2,987.14 he had to pay him the taxes, which he happily brought to the DMV on Wednesday morning. The DMV had to accept his form of payment because of the U.S. Coinage Act of 1965 says that coins are legal tender for all debts, public charges, taxes, and dues. According to Stafford, the employees of the DMV did not cause a fuss. The DMV employees are being very respectful and accommodating considering the situation. Yeah, the situation where you're a fucking prick. Jesus Christ, this guy.
This guy's got a lot of time on his hands.
I don't know how. He has multiple houses and he's spending so many dollars on the taxes.
Jesus Christ. Damn. He's a douchebag.
Yeah.
I know. Just like
Think about going to a party with this guy. That'd be the most. Ew.
I don't think he has any friends.
I hope not.
Like, that's why he had to pay people, $10 an hour to unroll pennies.
And what does a roll of pennies? Is that like 50 cents, or is that coming $1?
I think a roll of pennies is 50 cents.
I'd assume so, because $1 would be
roll of pennies worth. How many coins in a regular roll of coins? Nickel is 40. Okay, why aren't you telling me about pennies?
Yeah, it's got to be
Penny, 50.
50.
Yeah.
So how many
Jesus
rolls of
Christ. So it was. Hang on. They listed the number of pennies in here. Let's see.
It's a lot of fucking.
Oh no,
pennies.
there was they had
Hundreds of them or
Now,
something.
couldn't the
Calculator.
DMV just brought the penny, all the change to a bank and have a bank use their coin machine instead?
Yeah.
Yeah, probably.
I don't know.
That is 5,974.9 rolls of pennies.
Where the fuck do you find that many rolls of pennies? That's a lot of banks
bank.
to go to.
No, there's no more pennies in circulation. He has them all.
Jesus Christ.
Like, yeah.
Yeah, because one bank isn't going to have that many rolls of pennies.
No, he probably had to special order in
Oh,
$2,000 or almost $3,000 in pennies. Wow. So it cost this guy $4,000 and God knows how much time to take care of this issue. Or no, it was more than that because I forgot about the $400 that he spent on court fees.
Yeah.
Because that's the right thing to do. Let's sue the pants off of the motherfuckers who who are just trying to do their job.
Like,
you're like, no.
Couldn't he have probably just solved this by literally walking right into the DMV and just doing it all there?
Yeah.
And it would have taken him an hour tops, probably less than that. But
but he had to prove his point that he was very important and had a lot of time on his hands.
Yeah.
I mean, everybody needs a hobby, but
Some people, I guess they have to.
some people's hobbies is just douchebaggery.
Yeah,
Just 100% douchebaggery.
that can take you far.
Mm-hmm. All right. So the discussion topic today was going to be, well, and it might still be. We'll see how you guys react to it because I kind of came up with it this afternoon while I was reading this. What do you think is the most petty form of revenge that you could take on somebody?
Oh dear. What made you think of this? Was there something?
Yeah, this
Oh,
entire
okay.
story.
All right. Yeah.
Like that is the most petty form of revenge. Like I don't know. It's like somebody takes your parking space, and so you park like real close to them, or you like shit like that. Just petty ass things.
Stealing the
The Declaration of
No.
Independence. You're right.
stealing the caps off their tires, so like it doesn't ruin. So they just
Just like the little screw on
just
things
a little
that,
screw on
that
things.
protect the stems,
Yeah, just steal those.
and they wouldn't notice.
No,
Yeah,
but
until they
you
go
would
and
know.
fill up their tire.
And then they would think, oh, it fell off
Yeah,
somewhere.
right. Or, oh, I forgot to put that back on last.
why
time
don't I
did
have any of these?
it. I like that.
That's great.
Uh,
Oh man, that's a good one. That's a really good one. I don't know. Like when you're like if you have a shitty customer in the fast food drive-through, you could and you're working at so McDonald's, the rule is 2 pickles. You just give them 1. Yeah, that's right.
That'd be pretty.
It's pretty fucking petty.
I'm sure there's a lot of things you could do at a restaurant.
Oh yeah. Well, yeah. You give them the smallest tomato, or half a piece of cheese.
You could stomp around in some mud before you go into the building to order your food. So you just get a whole bunch of mud on the floor.
Who are you punishing with? Well, I guess you're punishing the
You're just
one
being
employee who
you're
has
just being
to.
really petty.
Yeah, you are.
It's like, fuck this place. I had to wait 5 minutes for my order yesterday, so I'm just gonna smear mud all over the floor.
Yeah. You could actually show up to your court date when you get a speeding ticket. Even though you're totally in the wrong and you were totally speeding, but fuck that cop, man. Now he has to take time out of his day.
yeah, and a lot of times they just kind of throw those cases out the window. Then they're like, "All right, he actually showed up. I
Shit.
guess let's just give it to him then."
You could serve somebody a slightly warm beer.
Yeah, that sometimes happens because we have a high heat dishwasher and we only have so many glasses, so then you're stuck with warm ones. But if I did that on purpose to somebody,
'Cause every time they come in, they have a heated glass. Just that one guy who's just he's not really a bad customer, but he's a little too loud, or he doesn't tip quite good enough.
I guess when Robbie and Adam were working on Friday or whatever, there was some guy in there at the end of the night that put $10 in the jukebox and played a bunch of music, and then it got to be $2.15, and they paused the jukebox and he got all pissy and stuff, and he wanted his money back, and he was going to come in the next day and talk to Lynn about it and everything. No.
That guy gets a warm glass.
No, it's not my fault that 100 people have put songs in before you, and you're stupid enough to put music in this late at night.
Yeah.
So I just laughed about that.
Yep.
We could, if we were mad at Casey, we could rotate all the microphones and the headphones.
You know that bell behind him?
Yeah, that would make me really
that
pissy.
bell that's right behind him. I could take it apart, just remove the part that makes the noise.
Or else I'd be real sad. The only part I like about the bell is the part that makes the noise.
That's the only part anybody likes about a bell. You like a bell,
And it's not a bell anymore.
it's just a thing.
Yeah, no. If you take away the noise part, I don't know what its purpose is anymore. Don't do that. Now I'm worried. You're gonna have to keep the bell under lock and key now.
Let's see. You could let's see. Well, another thing you could do with a car is kind of use some super glue and just try to get in that the door, the keyhole on the,
Oh god, that'd suck.
but only the driver's side. So they could still get in the passenger side.
But they can't.
They'd have to crawl over.
I found a Tumblr of petty revenge stories and ideas. Let's see if there's anything good on here.
What was that one thing with the cell phone where you take like a screenshot of the home screen?
Oh, and
Oh, you can do that on PC too.
Yeah.
Like that was it's the big
Is
one.
that the one where?
Yeah. Well, yeah. So the real way to do it, and this is the best, is so what you do is first you have to like make sure the mouse isn't shown on the screen. Then you snap a screenshot
Yep.
of the desktop. Then you paste it into Paint, and then you rotate it upside down. Right? Then you set that as the desktop image. Then you hide all icons on the desktop, and you hide the start bar.
Yeah.
And then you there's a setting that you can go into in Windows to like tell it that you have the monitor upside down. And so then you flip the monitor, and that way when they move the mouse up, it goes down, and you move it left, it goes right.
That's pretty good. That's pretty good. Just do that to Jake Tom.
We did it to we had a new employee he'd been there for like 2 months, and he decided he was gonna fuck with Jake by putting like a piece of like clear tape on the bottom of his mouse, so it wouldn't pick anything up. Jake figured it out in like 2 minutes.
Yeah.
Like he was like, "Oh shit, all right," and he's like, "Casey, fuck with him for me." And I was like, "Well, okay." 3 hours took him to figure it out, and that was after we went out and fixed it for him. At one point, he had taken the monitor and flipped it upside down and was holding it there while on the phone with a customer trying to like troubleshoot their issue.
That's good. That's good.
so that's probably why it took him 3 hours, because he had to actually work at the same time.
Yeah, it was great.
That's pretty funny.
Oh man, just
Does he still work there?
no, but that's the unrelated issue. Unrelated issue.
You could start like a shake somebody, if you're growing beer for somebody, just like give it a really big shake.
Right. Oh, if somebody's dog shits in your yard, you could just pick it up and put it in their yard.
Yeah.
Like in like like just kind of like right at the end of their driveway. Pretty soon there's just a nice like big pile of poo.
You could no, like I think you should do a little bit more than that. You should leave notes.
Just passive aggressive notes.
Yeah.
Like, oh, you know what you do is you move it over into their yard, and you take one of those little lawn signs, like that they have for like those little like orange flags that are used to like mark stuff, and you just put the little flag by the poo. And every time you do that, so then all of a sudden they have a bunch of orange flags in there.
Or you could put it in there and decorate it like those people on saw it on the moaning of life on Netflix.
What is
There's
that?
like poo decorators in New
What is
York.
the moaning of life?
It's Carl Pilkington, the guy who was Ricky Gervais's friends. He was on An Idiot Abroad, where Ricky Gervais would send him around the world and do stupid shit.
Huh.
He has his own show on Netflix, and it's 6 episodes long, and it's fucking funny as hell.
All right, I will have to watch this.
And he
Sounds
just tries
great.
to find the meaning of life in different ways and what makes people happy. And one of them was like the meaning of art, and he was making fun of people. And he went on like a tour of New York with these people who decorate dog poop, because people just leave their dog shit laying around in places. So yeah, you could do that with
Decorate
their
it?
just throw it in there, put some sprinkles on it, and then
Sprinkled
spray
dog
paint
shit.
it gold or something. Yeah.
You guys want some sprinkled dog shit?
Have some-
Chocolate.
And if somebody's like dogs poop in your yard, like you could just use some salt and like just start spelling out in their yard with the salt, or like some just full on plant killer or weed killer that just in their grass spell clean up after your dog.
Right.
Or every spot that kills your grass, you kind of like work it out so it's in the same spot in their yard and pour some salt right
You
there.
just start killing spots in their yard.
Yeah, because
Yeah, but that becomes slightly malicious and
Well, no, you just like kill the size of like the dog turd. And,
okay,
and, like,
that makes sense.
so every time you see a dog turd in your yard, you spray a little bit and like kill a spot of their lawn.
No,
Kind of work it out so it's the same spot that your spot's dead.
So a little off topic. I watched a Netflix movie today. I watched The Three Musketeers. I thought it was going to be the Disney one, like the good one from way back. It was not. It was from like 2014 or something. It had Orlando Bloom in it as the. I think he was.
Oh yeah, I know what you're talking about.
He was Buckingham.
I thought you meant it was a Netflix.
Well, no,
original.
it wasn't a Netflix
okay.
original. It was just on Netflix. Man, that movie was a steaming pile of horse shit. Like,
Yep.
there were airships.
What?
There were goddamn airships for some reason in The Three Musketeers.
So, like, was everything else like steampunky, or was
No.
they just had airships?
They had airships. Like, so it starts with the Three Musketeers. They're not like bodyguards for the king. They're spies.
Okay.
And they're working with Lady De Winter, who's played by.
Do any of them have actual muskets?
But no, there's some pistols that are seen, but no muskets. But anyway, the lady is played by the Underworld girl.
Kate Beckinsale.
No, okay, that's not that one. Maybe it's the. Oh no, it's not the Underworld girl. It's the one from the Resident Evil films.
Oh,
All right.
Mila Jovovich.
That's it. Yes. So yeah, and then so it starts with a spy mission where they're in England and they're stealing some plant. Or no, they're not in England. They're in Italy on a spy mission to steal something from Da Vinci's vault.
Okay.
Because we're just throwing Italian things at the wall right now, and then. They get betrayed by Lady De Winter, obviously. So then, it flashes forward, and you meet D'Artagnan, and he's like, "I'm gonna go be a musketeer," like he is in the original. And then he gets there, and the main bad guy insults his horse, and so he challenges the main bad guy to a duel. So instead of pulling out his sword, the main bad guy just pulls out his pistol and shoots him.
That's good.
Right? Just pulls an Indiana Jones.
Peter just sent me a message. Oh, cool, my beer that I'm not there to try.
Oh, I got text messages.
Oh, cool, my
He
beer.
said
I'm
no.
not there to try.
He says no. It's not coming. There's still some beer left, Pete.
Well, I mean, not for long, probably.
I'm not having any more.
Nope. Well, there's a bit left. Text him, tell him to show up. He can have what's left. Yeah. So, what I was talking. Oh yeah. So then all of a sudden, they meet up with the Musketeers, and that's a whole thing. And they that part of the movie handles pretty much the same. But then all of a sudden, there's goddamn airships for whatever reason. I don't know why there's airships. They're like. And then the king comes out and he's like, "Well, I want airships."
What?
And then it turns out that the cardinal was making secret airships
Oh,
that were bigger than the British airships. And then the movie ends with the Buckingham or whatever just taking a fleet of airships towards France to start a war. And that was the end of the movie.
What was that? A movie or a fever dream? I mean,
It was a movie because I could not have come up with that fever dream. Just ridiculous. Just absolutely ridiculous.
that doesn't make any sense.
No, it doesn't. And I was a little upset because I really like the Three Musketeers and I was excited for a gritty reboot of the Three Musketeers. But no, I got motherfucking airships. That is not a thing.
If they're going to have the airship, they should have gone all the way. Just toss in a whole bunch of steampunk in there and maybe not call it the Three Musketeers.
Oh, but apparently one was really good at diving. And he had this face mask but no scuba gear. But he was able to stay underwater for really long periods of time.
All right.
I still don't understand how that works.
Well, how
or
long?
why he had a leather face mask. I don't know. So the first scene in the movie is him shooting somebody from underwater with a crossbow.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't know, man.
Well, I mean, you can be underwater for people can train themselves to be underwater for quite a while, but I don't know how long you mean by how long he was underwater.
I don't know why he needed a mask then.
It would probably not help.
No, probably not. Especially a leather one.
Not
It just
really.
does not work. All right, man. I'm just frustrated now. I want petty revenge on that movie.
Just go
Will.
watch The Moaning of Life. You'll be happy.
Okay.
What could you do as petty revenge for a movie like that?
I don't know, man.
I'm pretty sure it got terrible ratings anyway.
It did.
so
it
it's
had
already
2
got-
stars on Netflix.
And
That
you
should have been my first.
You still watch it? Well, that's your fault.
Why? I don't like Netflix ratings can be wrong,
Very rarely. Very rarely.
but they can be.
They can give you a hint as to what to expect. And 2 stars on a movie like that, it's not going to make you think airships, but it should make you think, this might not be a very
got
good movie.
5.8 on IMDb.
Out of
That's
what?
actually surprisingly good.
Oh, yeah?
Oh.
Maybe IMDb really likes airships.
Fred says that the penny guy lives 19 miles away from him. Fred, you should just go drop a pile of pennies on his front stoop.
No, you want to spread them throughout his yard.
Well, I'm thinking like once a month, you just kind of go like throw a handful of pennies at his house.
Well, I mean, I'm just, like, if you get a whole bunch of them in his yard, like, then they have to be picked out. Of course, on the other hand, we know that he's just going to pay people like $10 an hour to pick him off his lawn.
I love it.
So that kind of kills it a little bit, unless you do get like a bunch of people in the town start throwing pennies at his lawn. I don't know. That was a shitty thing for him to do, though.
Yeah, it was. All right. I don't know. I think we might just do a short episode this week. Because it's just like there's been some things that happened this week that just kind of has everybody a little bummed out, and we have the whole Packer game that happened too, and that's a little bumming. So I think we're just gonna kind of call her short, guys.
Maybe some nachos will cheer me up.
Right? I hope so. That needs to cheer me up, man. I don't know. So, guys, thanks for tuning in this week, and I apologize for the shorter show. There will probably be a little bit of a longer show next Sunday. We'll be having some Central Waters 19 on the show, so it'll be exciting. And then the following week, we are off we might be off. I got to talk with some people and see if we're off for Super Bowl Sunday or not, but we'll figure it out. All right, that's kind of the end of the show. If you'd like to shoot us an email or whatever, go ahead and shoot us an email at feedback@blindnewstudios.com. Or you can find us at Facebook at facebook.com/blindnewstudios. Or you can follow us on Twitter at blind_ninja. And I'll see you guys next week.